have a question for Asbjørn. How did you plan and design the course so for students with a diverse background like that? Because in the beginning, it's designed for yoga and later expand to people who work in sales, marketing, software development, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think NLP is a very general and usable call it technology or set of tools and studies which fits in very well in most occupation and also for personal development. Now the idea arose, I think, because I've been using NLP myself for about 15, 16 years. I took my training, that was in 2012, I think. And during the course of the years, I've also transferred this knowledge to, in some forms and shapes, to people I work with, to people that lead team that I have taken part in developing. So I think planning this course for yoga professionals and tech professionals that we were just running came quite natural to me. What was a little bit challenging is that you want to learn and teach people so much in one go. So, really looking at what is important and keeping it to a minimum, making sure that people are learning the principles. That was the hard part of designing the course. And I put things together in a way that is kind of building up the experience, right? So more than just learning one tool after another, it was developed in a way that we start practicing what is at the basic level, and then we add on and we add on and we add on until until we reach the point that the course is over, and like Fu here said, "Oh, it's over already," and other participants asked, "Oh, well, we need a follow-up course." So people are hungry for more, and during the course of 12 weeks, you only get to touch the top part of this iceberg of NLP, and to learn to use it.
So in a way, it's not just a tool for a certain profession. It's the tool for many people who want to work with
Yes.
communication, how to communicate better, how to understand and to enter any situation, reframe the situation.
Exactly. So I had a teacher once that started his course by, explaining that to define what NLP is very hard, because it's usable in so many areas of your life. So what you really have to do when you learn NLP is to take on the tools, try them, and then you have to adjust them to fit your scenario. And like you mentioned in the opening question, we did it for yoga professional and tech professional, right? But you also see the courses out there for salespeople, for healthcare people, for therapists, for coaches, for you name it. There is NLP for everything, right? So it's really about learning some of the basic tools, most useful to learn it in the context that you are living and that you are working in. So if you work with sales, then apply it to your sales scenarios, right? See it from that angle of sales. That would be my take on it. Now we did this for yoga professional and tech professional at the same time, which is an interesting twist. But I think it gave people or the participant a diversity to understand that this is not just about tech or leading teams, right? Leading people. It's also about teaching, right? Teaching people, and to also apply it in your own daily personal and private life, right? And maybe you, Fu, may share a little bit. You know, what was the most exciting tools you learned during this course?
Uh, um, First of all, I think I have learned a lot of course and other course
Mm.
about soft skill, hard skills,
Mm.
and this is the first time I joined, let's say, the professional course for NLP,
Mm.
and I can see myself is very different.
Mm.
What I learned from this course is very unique, so it helped me to really understand how the brand work. And with the set of tools that Aspen gave during the course, it helped me to, let's say, step by step to review many secrets, and I can start to explain many things when I, let's say, go with my friend in a coffee shop, or in my work as a professional, as a people. So one example, I just had a coffee with my friend at the morning. So we talk about how to change that state
Mm.
in not in NLP, but let's say my friend he talked about how to focus work in, let's say they had some theory about working so deep in 15 minutes and step break 5 minutes and
Mm.
repeat. And I can explain, let's say, very naturally, like it's just the way we break from another state to other state. It's like, let's say, from the very energetic state into something that we need to relax or feel sad, or we need to something to break out that state. So some people maybe need to go around, some people need to do exercise, some people need to drink coffee, but it all is be explained by the course in the NLP
Mm.
that I learned. And I can say there are a lot of similar example that the set of tool that I use. For example, when sometimes I'm so complicated by thinking, I'm not so sure what really I believe in. So maybe use some techniques that uh, let's say close the eye and think about the picture, zoom in and zoom out, so it made my feel very different, and I start to know exactly what I want to do.
Mm.
Maybe a lot of example too for going to the interview or go to the work. So I had work with the company, the CEO company, that some days ago.
Mm.
They let's say I have the one presentation. Let's say to show them the long term product uh, for a group of people. They have like the CEO, they have the tech lead, they have the product lead, they have the operation lead. So there are different types of people in one meeting. So by applying NLP, I identify which type of people who are they in CEO at the, let's say, higher level. So he see the vision, but the operation they would like to see the detail, how to control the risk, how to moderate the risk of long term. So by very let's say awareness about that type of people, so I design my talk. So
Fit with the
fit with the group. So I start with something vision, but scale down into, let's say, executable process, and the meeting went so well.
That's a
That,
very smart way to communicate and to. I think that's a very smart way to apply the NLP course into practical into practice. I know that you have very extensive working experience in finance, banking, and you're working in technology. And then, as you said, that NLP is about understand how the brain works. So, do you see any similarity between the NLP and then with the technology? One with how the brain work and communicate, and then in technology how to work with the computer, manipulate in the way or understand the language of the computer. What do you think about that?
I think that computers are much, much less complicated than people to understand.
Of course.
So, but I think it's hard to compare it with computers. Of course, we can talk about how the human brain is storing information, which we are talking about on the course. But I think if we're going to look at the similarities, it's about, when you understand how the computer works, it's a lot easier to work with it, right? The same way, if you understand how human behavior works, how the human brain works, then it's also a lot easier to work with people. Right? Like Fu mentioned, it's easier to understand other leadership theories, and it's also a lot easier to recognize what type of people are we presenting to, what kind of style, what kind of behavior are we taking on to communicate better with all these different variation of profiles that we meet in a meeting, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and also, who do you think that who will benefit the most if they take NLP language course? Who will benefit from the course?
I believe this NLP course a benefit for everyone, and especially for professional who want to achieve, let's say, the next level in their career. By leverage the technology by in NLP, using the tool in the purpose, we can we can improve a lot of let's say, from skills to how to communication with the people in the right way, and how to, let's say, evolve the result into the way that it should be. Um, yeah, I recommend NLP for someone who want to learn to improve, and whatever in personal life or in professional or in the for the company to grow, the company want to set up the, let's say, the culture for a team, can use the NLP to boost their culture and their team spirit a lot.
I might add to Fu mentioned the whole the broad variety of people who benefit from it. So I would say everyone would benefit from it, but I will also say that leaders of companies. So we know that there's a lot of research out there which is explaining that a high trust environment, a team will perform 50% better than in a lower trust environment. And when you understand how the human brain, how different people react, both on the language and the behavior we show as leaders, then this is a very good tool to build that high trust environment, and also to make sure that we communicate in a way that people understand. There's a lot of the issues in organizations out there is that people don't understand each other, right? So I would say, especially if leaders learn NLP or at least similar techniques, then their impact on people around them is, multiplying exponentially, right? Imagine one leader leading a team of 10 or two teams of 10, 20 people, right? 20 people who will adopt this way. They don't need to learn NLP to notice the benefit of other people having this awareness, right? And they will bring it on to the rest of the organization, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we are working in the intersection of yoga, wellness, and also the adoption of technology.
Yep.
The final question is, what do you think about that intersection? Especially now we are working with concept flow. How do you think that NLP will be fitted in, will be in that intersection?
Yeah, that's a very, very interesting and valuable question. So, what we see today in, especially in the coaching and leadership industry, is that more and more AI tools is and will, to a much higher degree, help business leaders, team leaders, and even household in a way, in a coaching way, right? And I think for people who are training AI, for example, understanding human behavior is important, right? When we talk about AI, we get an output from ChatGPT or whatever tool we are using, right? And this output is not necessarily tailored to communicate with you and me, right? Of course, ChatGPT, as we are speaking, will learn more and more and more, right? But now imagine that you are creating a solution that gives an output in your application, right? Now, if you are aware of how humans think, learn, and behave, then imagine what you can add of value to that AI engine.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I know that Fu, you also are working with the AI a lot. Do you think that AI can replace human, or AI is an assistant for human? And the way that we communicate and the way AI communicate. What do you think about all of that? It's just your opinion, not just a question, just your opinion. Anything about AI and the collaboration between AI and human.
I think AI is evolution, and just say I don't think it will replace human, but it will support the human to go the way better. And I believe when we use the AIs as the assistant tool, it can support the learning, can support how we understand what we are doing. Maybe by using some app like TensorFlow to fit the data into that, and TensorFlow use the AI to let's say let I understand my body, my feeling more than before. Like I just guessing what my current state really do. So you can see the benefit of the AI combined with the technology can support for not for only for the uh, technology but also for the real life. And I really love the way that you guys do with the concept flow and bring bring the AI or bring the technology come to life.
Thank